Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with the next episode of the Road to Top 10 in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon OU. Thank you everybody for the continued support. Would love you just leave a like if you enjoy the episode. Obviously not right now, but if you enjoy it. And comments, letting me know what you liked about it and things like that. All that stuff supports me and I really do appreciate it. Now, today we're actually using a really cool team by Meat Grinder. I feel like I've been using some really fun teams at this part of the ladder because I think that until we get to the higher part of the ladder, I don't have to use super standard builds. Even then, as we keep climbing, it's less about using something standard and reliable and more about counter teaming what's up there on the high ladder. I feel like people who laddered in the official ladder tour understand what I'm talking about. But let's get into the team real quick. Alright, so my boy Meat Grinder passed me this team, and the first Pokemon we have is Mega Lopunny. Now, Mega Lopunny is excellent in the metagame right now, in my opinion, with its high speed tier. It actually in itself makes Alakazam run timid instead of modest, because a lot of Alakazams actually ran modest at a point. Fake Out, High Jump Kick, Frustration are our main stabs, and then we have Facade. Now, Facade can be changed to Power Up Punch, but Facade is really cool because if you're poisoned, if you're burnt, this allows Lopunny to have 140 base power stab attack, not including stab obviously on that, and just allowing it to hit incredibly hard, stronger than Frustration. Really great for its speed tier. Lopunny loves spikes, what the team actually ends up having, and you guys will see as we keep going. So next up we have probably one of the most important partners to Mega Lopunny in my opinion, and that's Z Heatran. Heatran's job on the team is obviously to check Pokemon like Mawile. Because of its Z move, it's not 2-hit KO'd by knockoff or knockoff into Sucker Punch. But with Magma Storm into Earth Power, it's able to trap Toxapex, and Toxapex is one of the main Pokemon that can deal with Lopunny. Another one being Celesteela, which Heatran can deal with both of them. It's also the Stealth Rocker on their team. Taunt allows us to be a sort of stall breaker with Magma Storm into Fire Emblem Z. Potentially, if we get some, good Magma Storm turns and we hit them, we're actually able to 1v1 Chansey if they switch in on us. We go for Magma Storm, we go for Taunt, Magma Storm again, Z, Magma Storm, Chansey's gone, allowing Greninja or even the Nidoking that we do have on our team, a little bit of spoilers to do work. We're max speed, allowing us to speed tie with other max speed Heatran, hitting them incredibly hard. And again, this is our Stealth Rocker of the team. So next up we have Choice Scarf Greninja. This is our Revenge Killer. It checks Pokemon such as Zard Y with Rock Slide. It also checks Scarf Kartana. 88 special attack investment guarantees that Protean Greninja's Ice Beam does KO opposing Kartana. And then we have U-Turn. U-Turn gains momentum with Spikes. Spikes again with Fake Out and just a strong and fast Pokemon in Lopunny. It really does abuse Spikes incredibly well. This also can check Mega Alakazam with U-Turn and opposing Greninja with a stab U-Turn due to Protean. So Slowbro is the next member of our team. So again, these teams are pretty interesting. Slowbro is the Zygarde answer, the Hawlucha answer, the Zard X answer. We have Toxic to wear down all of those. Slack Off, of course. Scald is our main form of stab. The 72 Spadef investment means that we take 2 Choice Specs Hydro Pumps from Ash Greninja, always, and we can just slack them off. And then of course, like I said, Ice Beam is there, dealing with Zygarde, dealing with Landorus, so this is our answer to those as they set up. Regenerator, so we can pivot in and out. The team actually doesn't have hazard control, so this team's idea of hazard control is Regenerator to help you buffer the hazards and also set up your spikes and Stealth Rock. That way your opponent is more pressure to defog as well, especially with pressure from Pokemon such as Lopunny and Heatran hitting incredibly hard. This can also check Heatran on the team. It's also the initial Heatran switch-in, and that's why we have Scald. The 8 speed actually allows us to outspeed Pokemon like Min Speed Reuniclus. It also allows us to outspeed Toxapex, but I don't think that's, well, not necessarily. But it allows us to outspeed Min Speed Reuniclus, excuse me. And that might come to play if Reuniclus is like at 10-20%. You need to knock it out with Scald. Amoonguss too, just Pokemon like that. Not entirely sure why he had the speed on it, but maybe getting a last ditch effort, Slack Off could be important versus certain Pokemon. So we have Assault Vest Tangrowth as the next member. This is our Tapu Koko check. This is our Ash Greninja check. Another Zygarde answer as well. It has Grass Knot, Sludge Bomb, Focus Blast, and Hidden Power Ice. Sludge Bomb allows us to check Tapu Bulu, doing incredible damage. It is 4 times effective. If it's offensive Bulu, it is KO'd. Grass Knot is really nice because it actually deals with Mega Gyarados. Way better than Giga Drain does, doing a lot more damage. Focus Blast is there, so we have a way of knocking out Kartana, but also hitting Heatran. We're using a lot of inaccurate moves this episode. We're getting that all out of our system now, because as we keep climbing the ladder, we're not trying to use that. And then Hidden Power Ice allows us to check Landorus, check Zygarde, all in one move. Last but not least, we have Nidoking. So Nidoking is a really interesting Pokemon in the OU metagame, or in general, because of Sheer Force Life Orb. Its attacks hits incredibly strong. Sludge Wave plus Earth Power is really solid in the OU tier. Ice Beam just rounds it out, being able to hit the dragons as well as the ground types in the tier. Decent speed tier as well. Flamethrower can be interchangeable with Sub. Sub gets you momentum versus Pokemon like Clefable, which I'm more than likely going to switch out. But I might change it back and forth to Flamethrower as we keep going. This is also the ground type of the team, which Stop Volt, which Stop Thunderbolt. Checks Tapu Koko as well. And it can be a wall breaker for Pokemon such as Tangrowth, Toxapex, Landorus, like those type of cores. Nidoking can deal with. So without further ado, let's get right into the games. So this is the type of matchup that I really like, the combination of Lopunny plus Nidoking. Nidoking in particular threatens Pokemon like Feeny, Tangrowth, Landorus, all of which opening up a great door for my Lopunny. Now based on his team, it's either Scarf Lando with Rocks, or Scarf Greninja plus Rocks defensive Lando, Mega Zam. I'm thinking it's actually Scarf Gren on this, so it could very easily be Battle Bond, Ash Greninja, plus Scarf Zone. Alakazam is definitely a threat. I absolutely love Slowbro in this. It's just so good versus my opponent. It also lives a Specs Dark Pulse from Greninja, which I think is really important. But really Lopunny, I like the initial fake out versus everything as my opponent leads off with Alakazam. I'm assuming our opponent's going to go directly out into Landorus, not letting Zam take any damage. But it's still better to get my Mega Evolution off and just chip away at his team, as I'm able to catch the Landorus upon switching. So I'm assuming this is maybe Z or Scarf. That actually did a good chunk, all things considered, but it should definitely be Rocks. Either way, I bring in Slowbro here as he goes out to Tapu Fini. Now, Tapu Fini is a really interesting switch because it doesn't actually beat Slowbro. It just taunts it and whatnot. However, I can easily bring out my Tangrowth on potentially the Nature's Madness or anything like that. I threaten him obviously as well with Grass Knot. And what I actually want to do is, I feel like doubling is fine if I go Gren, but I don't want my opponent to go for the Moonblast here. So while I don't switch in the best to Zam, what I'm going to do is actually throw off a Sludge Bomb as he goes Magnezone. Very cool play on my opponent's part for sure. Really interesting too, because Earthquake is definitely a move that this Pokemon does run. I expect him to Volt Switch, so I'm actually going to go for HP Ice, anticipating him to maybe want to go Landorus, scouting for the Earthquake. Yeah, and this is really crucial as well for Lopunny in the late game. Like, the Lopunny door has been opened up. Now, I don't want this thing to be Z-Fly, especially because I don't see an item on it. So I'm going to go Slowbro right now, assuming he's going to drop a Z-Fly. Yep. There it is, and Slowbro's easily able to eat that. As well as living literally any attack that Landorus wants to go for after. So I don't mind him going for Stealth Rock, as I can just slack off. And slack off is going to be really important. That way I can repeatedly switch into Pokemon such as Greninja, as well as Pokemon like Alakazam, and pivot in on them. So we'll go Tangrowth right here. I'm assuming this is Scarf Gren, like I said, as he goes for Dark Pulse. 35% ain't bad. We're going to double out to Greninja because I'm not going to... I really want to Grass Knot right here, but I actually really like the Greninja play as well, because I think it deals with any double my opponent can make. And what I want to do right here is, because I'm assuming this is Scarf on the Magnezone, is I want to go for Spike. My HP on Greninja doesn't matter, but this does stop him from going for Volt Switch. Yep. And then I can easily bring out my Nidoking, which deals with the Volt Switch again, deals with the Landorus switch as well, deals with the Tangrowth switch too, which is pretty key. And it looks like Sludge Wave is just free. Absolutely free, because it'll definitely knock out Landorus. We just prevented Rocks from my opponent. We got rid of the Landorus as well. He is going to be able to bring out Zam, though. I don't want him going for Focus Blast as I go Greninja, because Greninja is going to be my main way of dealing with this. So I'll bring in my Slowbro right now. I'm expecting him to Shadow Ball, but I don't necessarily switch in well. And Slowbro did its job. It was just there to pivot in on Lando. So I'll throw off a Toxic as he's going to Shadow Ball. It does knock me out. However, this allows me to basically just start going in with Nidoking, because I get in Gren, I go for U-turn, I gain momentum, it forces out Alakazam, I bring in Nidoking, and I click Sludge Wave, getting rid of Tapu Fini. And as you can see in the late game, with him having Greninja and Alakazam, a U-turn from Greninja is so deadly, and I can easily just bring in my Nidoking right now and just go for Sludge Wave, not bothering predicting. I easily knock out Tapu Fini, and look how well Greninja is going to be in the late game. So Alakazam comes out. As far as what's useful, he's definitely going to go for... I feel like Heatran is the most expendable member. Yeah, Trina is definitely the most expendable member right now. It also forces my opponent to go for Focus Blast, which is pretty important. And if he doesn't go for it, I throw off an Inferno Overdrive. Basically, if my opponent missed right there, I was in a fantastic situation, and I can easily just go right back on to Greninja. I force out the Zam as he goes Zone. This gives me Nidoking or even Lopunny. I actually like Lopunny a lot better as it picks up a KO. With high jump kick, it's also faster than Scarf Magnezone, and if it's Assault Vest Tangrowth on this team, which I'm kind of sure it is, I'll 2 a KO with the hazards. Now, I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. It could be a Rocky Helmet. Yeah, I 2 a KO you, buddy. So I don't even have to worry about that. I just go for Frustration here because I don't have to worry about going for another high jump kick, as he does double out into Magnezone. Another high jump kick does deal with that, and at this point, he no longer has a U-turn switch. And so you guys are seeing what I'm doing. Tangrowth is a really interesting play because, again, I don't care at all what you can do. I 2 a KO you with Frustration. I hope you poison me. I 2 a KO you with Frustration. I get rid of Tangrowth. I spam Scarf U-turn. And then I win the game. Though my Fake Out might be crucial for Greninja, so I'm actually going to keep it alive, and I'm going to sack my Nidoking, as it's the most expendable member right now. So, sack Nidoking. This is also good because if it is like a random sub Alakazam, this allows me to get in Lopunny after getting Greninja and U-turn, or getting Lopunny and Fake Out and break the sub. And once again, bring out right up Greninja. And I told you guys how Greninja is going to be just so good in this game. Like, incredibly good in this game. And I can easily just bring out my Tangrowth. At that point, I just Grass Knot Grin and went with my Scarf Grin. So Grass Knot. As he doesn't flinch me, I even went with Fake Out, so no matter what, it's a guaranteed W right there. And he doesn't flinch me, so great. I think that got to show exactly how the team does. Slowbro was able to wall Lando like it's supposed to. Greninja plus Nidoking was really prominent in this. You got to see Lopunny's speed tier come into play, and how you could outplay a Zam that kind of 6-0s your team. So yeah. I am really happy about how I played that first game. I think I played it incredibly well. Not to do my own horn, but I really think I played that game well. And that makes me happy because I want to show you guys, you know, how to use a team. Now, bunch of threats. Hey, have fun. Bunch of threats. Love Nidoking in this. Gotta be careful because Hoopa is a huge problem. I'm going to lead Gren. I think it just matches up way too well versus my opponent. As far as Scarfers go, he can have Scarf Gengar. Scarf, I haven't played in months. Don't be so sure. You have some threats. Yeah, like he has a lot of threats. Gengar in particular is really scary. Love Inferno Overdrive Heatran. I think that once I get that thing in versus Scizor, I literally click my Z move and I claim a KO, whether that be on Greninja, Hoopa, or Gengar coming in. Keeping Heatran alive is actually going to be pretty important because I'm going to lose to Scizor, so I have to make sure I'm not sacking it. As far as Scarfers go, again, Gengar, Hoopa, I think are the main ones. I also don't think you keep in Landorus here, as he brings out Magearna. And again, this is going to be pretty cool because that's I'm pretty sure that's Assault Vest. What I want to do is bring in Nidoking. Your Landorus is definitely rocks, but I'm going to sub first to see if he's going to go for Ice Beam or go Landorus. Ideally, you don't go hard Hoopa. Oh, great. So Hyperspace Fury is about to blow me back. Sick. But either way, damage on this is really nice for Heatran, so I don't mind him blowing me back with that attack. Yeah, that really sucked, but I think that was Nidoking's role in the game. So unfortunately, I don't think I had a better, like I said, a better plan with that mon. Luckily, we know that Gren can just knock him out with U-turn if I want to. I feel like my opponent should go out into Magearna though, so I'm actually going to spike up I don't think he let me U-turn on you too, and I'm able to get a spike, which is really nice. However, he's able to bring out Gengar, and this is super important because Gengar is a giant threat. Tangrowth is actually my initial switch in. That spike's going to be really important too for, again, Heatran picking up its KOs. Goes off a Shadow Ball. That's Specs. That looks Specs. That looks super Specs, yeah. So, this allows me to get in Lopunny and get a Fake Out off on Scizor. Now, Scizor can easily be Defog. I think it might actually be U-turn based on his team, but wow, this Hoopa is going to destroy me, isn't it? Ideally, it's not Superpower, as I have one initial switching, but Rocks plus Spikes ensure that Scizor goes down to 2 high jump kicks, even if it's max defense. Nope, Bandit Hoopa's back. I think you always Hyperspace Fury here, but I'm not sure. I need to keep Slowbro alive as it deals with its water. It basically can beat Slowbro. Excuse me, it can beat Lando. Is that the play though? No, I think I sack Slowbro here and use Tangrowth to deal with the. Use Tangrowth to deal with Lando. So. We're going to get in Gren one more time and go for U-turn. Yes, I am in the back, but at least I'm in a position now where I'm going to start clicking up some KOs. So I get in Heatran. I'm actually not going to pick up the KO first because I think that Stealth Rock is going to be... He's going to go back into Hoopa, isn't he? I'm throwing off my Inferno Overdrive. Whether you go Gren, Hoopa, staying with Magearna, I don't care. If you go Lando, that's great too. I think I have to Inferno Overdrive. While I really want Rocks up, I think that Inferno Overdrive literally claims me a KO. Maybe not on Magearna because Assault Vest Magearna is ridiculously bulky. But ideally he goes Gren and gives it to me, or Landorus and give it to me. Actually, Landorus and give it to me would be great because I'm absolutely loving my Lopunny in this. So let's see. Hey, maybe he's naive instead of hasty. Nope, that was not the case there. As we have to bring in Tangrowth now. As he goes for the Scarf U-turn now. This gives him Hoopa one more time. Does Gren die to Banded Hyperspace Fury? I have to know. Greninja. Like, if you're gonna knock me out, tell me now. 7790. Okay. So I go Greninja, and I just barely live. However, I live it enough to the point where I go for Ice Beam now. I can't allow him to bring in Lando, as obviously that'd be a problem for me. Scizor's gonna come out and U-turn itself, huh? That's okay though. I go in Lopunny. I can't allow him to U-turn and get in Hoopa, as he goes for default. That's fine, I think. Yeah, because he's going to roost here. Exactly. And I throw off a Magma Storm. Magma Storm's... Please land. Whether he stays in or goes Hoopa, please land. This is super important right now, actually. Again, Heatran is very important in me getting rid of Scizor, as I pretty much lose him on to that thing when it comes out. I need to land this attack. Nice. Nice, nice. And now I need to get into Rocks. Like, I'll live Volt Switch. I need to get up Rocks. I need to pressure Hoopa. As he goes Lando. I don't want my opponent getting... I'm going to play really aggressively, and I'm probably going to lose because of it, yeah. I think that I was in a position where I kind of had to play aggro right there. Especially if that was Z Lando, I think that he made the right play. Yeah, this game's a wrap. Ice Beam here for sure. Yeah, this game's like a wrap. Like I said, Hoopa was way too much. Even if I didn't... Like, I felt like I needed to do that because if he got up Rocks, then Scarf Gengar could Sludge Wave sweep me. Well, thankfully it gives me Lando, which is nice, but it might open up a door for my Lope. We'll see though. I feel like it doesn't at all though. I'm pretty sure this is Specs plus, yeah, Scarf. This game's a wrap. I get in my Lopunny. I'm gonna click high jump kick. Just in case he wants to choke and go Scizor. And at this point, I think Scizor just roost stalls me. Unfortunately, I'm not Power Up Punch or Encore. I think Facade isn't. I'm gonna go Power Up Punch on this. Power Up Punch. That did 44. Holy crap. Alright, I think this is an L, and I'm getting a phone call from New Jersey, so, I mean, I'm gonna keep high jump kicking, I guess, but, wait, hold up, if I get a crit, nah, high roll crit would've done it. Good game, bro. So like I said, Hoopa was definitely a legitimate threat for me, and that plus Specs Gengar was super big, but I'm actually going to pause it, guys. We'll be right back. Based on how my opponent played, I'm pretty positive that was Z-Fly Lando, so I think that even if I went Tangrowth, I probably still lost. Though Tangrowth obviously wasn't as useful, in a sense that Tangrowth could actually take one Shadow Ball, or was a pivot for Gengar. That's why Tangrowth was important, but I guess we'll get to see why Slowbro is awesome in this. This might be dual screens. I actually kind of feel like it might be, but really Gren. As he leads Coco. Now, Scarf Coco is definitely annoying. Defog as well. I really value a Spike here though, because Lopunny just goes in. I'm gonna get up a Spike. I'm assuming it might just be dual screens Coco. It is dual screens Coco. Get up as many spikes as possible. As he taunts me, unfortunately. This allows me to get in Nidoking, though. I'm pretty sure it's Sash Lando, then. Allows me to get in Nidoking and just spam Ice Beam. Obviously weakening his, or not caring as much about his Light Screen itself. And potentially getting the Sash on Lando. Or breaking the Sash on Lando. I always spam Ice Beam here, I feel. Yep, goes Lando. Most likely Sash. I think that I sack Nidoking as he gets up rocks, and just spam Ice Beam because his Electric Terrain's gone, so he can't get in Hawlucha right now. So that by doing this with my Nidoking, I deny Hawlucha. I think I still deny. Gren is double hazard on this, isn't it? I don't want to give him Battle Ball for free, but at the same time, I think that's okay. Yeah, I felt like Gren was double hazard on this, so I don't mind doing this to try and weaken this guy, though I am really worried about that Magearna, though. Go for Ice Beam himself, knock me out. It's fine, I get in Lopunny. Go for Fake Out, Power Up Punch. I don't like Jump Kick. I go for Fake Out and a Power Up Punch for sure. You should sack Gren, I feel. Yep, and this is where Power Up Punch is actually going to be really important too. Because obviously it's super effective on Gren. He can't knock me out with anything either. Go ahead and give me another attack raise. So I'll be able to knock out Coco. He's going to go Hawlucha and have to go for Acrobatics. Yep. Goodbye. Lucha comes out. I'm trying to think about how I beat Magearna. Or is there a position where I could beat Magearna? I feel like I always frustration here and allow him to knock me out. I get in Slowbro and I Scald twice. I Ice Beam twice. It should 2 a KO. I'm hoping this is. It was made here for a reason, so I'm hoping it does 2 a KO. Good. And I for sure slack off as well. Whether he SCs or not, I don't care. Slack off is for sure my play. Or it was my play that turn. This turn it's to Ice Beam because he could SD. Yep. So we get rid of the Hawlucha as he's more than likely going to bring in that Magearna. And this is where it gets a little bit iffy because I actually have to Scald Burn him in order to do something with my Tangrowth because my Tangrowth can't actually touch Magearna. Hold up. I think that's okay. Depending on the set. I can't beat this. Yeah. I needed a Scald Burn so I can try and do something with Tangrowth, but Tangrowth doesn't even have Earthquake. I'm getting rid of Focus Blast. I don't like the fact that that Magearna and even Heat Ran gets a free switching on me. Thank you for the Scald Burn on probably the worst turn to get it. He's gonna knock me out here. Tangrowth is gonna come out, not have Earthquake. And can't do crap. And dies. Basically, if I had Earthquake, I could go hard Tangrowth, Earthquake twice and getting Gren. And now I can't do anything. So, unfortunately, I think that even maybe if I went hard Heatran, that could have been worked out for me. But hard Heatran only worked if he wasn't Focus Blast, which I had no idea what type of Magearna he was after I went for Scald. And after he went for Shift Gear, if he Thunderbolted into Tran with the hazards up, I would have been 2 KO. Good game, dude. Alright, so 2 back-to-back L's, but we're making changes on the team as we see fit. I kind of think that Psychic might be better over Toxic, though I understand Toxic. Well, at least the first game we got to show off how cool the team was. After that, we're taking some L's. That's fine. That's fine. I got that again. That came down to what Magearna said he was anyway. And had it been a Z Magearna, I think I made the right play to try and Scald Burn him. And of course, we fight a Kartana after I changed it to Earthquake. Okay, this is gonna be fun. I have to lead Gren in this because if he has Zard, which is such a good lead. Like the thing is, this Greninja 2, it's something I want to U-turn on. But if I lose a speed tie, I might lose the game. But I really want to risk it. But I think I always go Slowbro here on the U-turn. Yeah, I really want to risk it, but it wasn't worth it. It definitely wasn't worth it. And he's going to be able to bring in Zard Y. Goes Cart. Probably go for knockoff. Don't think it matters if my Tangrowth gets knocked off though. As he goes for Leaf Blade. I'm gonna throw off a Sludge Bomb. I expect him to. Tangrowth his item doesn't matter in this, and I expect him to kind of go Charizard. Huh. Maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, I'm so weak to this Kartana. I'll HP Ice instead. He does go Charizard, but he can easily Focus Blast here too. I don't have counterplay to Charizard. I want to keep Nidoking alive because once it gets in versus this, it gets going. I mean, Slowbro's easily the most expendable member. I hope he's Zardex, and I guess I Toxic. That's literally it. And he is Zardex, thankfully. So ideally we land this Toxic right here, and I'm not 2 KO by +1 Dragon Claw. Nice. Land. Thank you. Awesome. Awesome. It wasn't Zarwai. I thought Zarwai works really well with Cart because Zarwai just kills everything. I just spam Slack off. So I go down. Again, Slowbro was only here for this Mon. Obviously he has Landorus. I could Scald and knock him. I'm actually going to do it. As he Dragon Hits, this is great. I'm glad I Scalded that turn. So I actually end up keeping my Slowbro, which is pretty cool. I guess it resists Sacred Sword, but I don't think it was like the most important right now, if I'm being honest. You will not KO me with anything. Yeah. So, look at me. Throwing away my Slowbro, but I get the damage I need on Cart too. I hope I burn it too. I love how I burnt Cart, but I did not burn Magearna for like four turns. Cool. So this thing isn't a problem. Maybe a Z move might be an issue, but I can easily pivot now into my my Tangrowth on a potential Bloom Doom. As he goes Zapdos, this works too. As I can just throw off some Sludge Bombs. Heat Wave isn't going to do anything. I'm Assault Vest. Potentially getting a Poison will be the difference between knocking you out with Nidoking and not. I'm getting really fortunate with a lot of these things, which is pretty cool. I gotta keep you alive for I guess now that I have Slowbro, I don't think I thought the Tangrowth was enough in this game, but the fact that my Slowbro ended up living the way it did, it's really cool. I'm going hard, Nidoking. As he goes back out of Scarf Grand. Now, Ice Beam is the best thing he could do. Slowbro's a pivot for this. They don't run Dark Pulse on Protean Grand. I'll start off a Scald. I don't have to worry at all. Scald will knock out Cart without giving you a switch in. I have my regen back up to full. Like I said, I didn't think Slowbro was that good because I thought it was Zarwai on preview. Apparently it was Zardex. I thought Zarwai, again, pairs super well with Kartana. Just because of its ability to... Oh, he doesn't know about the Ice Beam. Oh, maybe it's Scarf too. But just because of its ability to break through the stuff that Kartana doesn't like. Celesteela, things like that. Slack off if he taunts and just waste a turn for him. I don't have to worry too much. Nature's Madness, I go Tangrowth. I have the Infinite Regenerator Core. Grass Knot is 40, so Sludge Bomb is stronger. Could be Z-Fly. This can also still poison Lando. Not that it matters, but whether he goes for U-Turn or Z-Fly, Slowbro takes both. And at this point, I'm just looking to win the game with Nidoking as soon as I bring it in. You can't do anything to me. Nice poison, but I mean, I might burn you, so yep. Then I can easily bring out Nidoking here because it deals with the Tapu Fini double. Dude, you lost when you threw away Kartana, bro. Get a nice free sub, and I think I win the game. I know I've been 100% hitting him, but now basically because I'm behind a sub, Nidoking does not care. If it doesn't KO Tapu Fini, it'll be really close. And I just click Sludge. I just click Sludge Wave again. I don't care about Lando. Everything's in range of Lopunny too. Lando is not a threat. Right back out into Slowbro we go. Look at Ice Beam, by the way, and look at his team. Let it go here, Ren, just because I don't want to give you any opportunity to do anything. Again, I don't care about Lando at all in this game. Go ahead and give me this Tapu Fini if you want to as well. I'm okay with that. It's not a problem to me anymore. Look, again, Ice Beam just sweeps your team, so... Inferno Overdrive, get rid of Tapu Fini. And Lando can come out in Earthquake. Zapdos comes out. That doesn't matter either. I just click Magma Storm, I actually connect, and I get rid of Zapdos immediately. Gren comes out and doesn't do crap to me. Might low kick, I guess. I'll give him the kill. I could also not give him... Oh, I mean, I got a Brox. Just because I didn't want him switching around. It didn't matter at that point. He had no attack to knock me out. Alright, we're looking for another one. Not the best episode in terms of, you know, win-loss ratio. I think we're at 2-2 so far. Okay, I'm glad I'm Power-Up Punch, but I feel like I can't beat his team. I don't know. Hey, fun. I think I might be able to be, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I always lead Heatran here, as he leads Sableye, and I Magma Storm. I think I actually Earth Power first instead of Magma Storming. Because he protects, yeah, and I want to make sure he doesn't throw away everything. Because I feel like Nidoking can win this if I get rid of Chansey. Okay. He recover stalls me. I go for Earth Power, Spadef drops. Really surprised he let his Heat Ran or Sableye get that low. And now I Magma Storm again. Please land, because this is like really important. It's actually really crucial to land every single attack on Chansey. As I'm gonna taunt this Chansey. I have to get this thing weakened. I would very much like a Spadef drop here. Yeah, keeping Chansey super low is going to be really important for Nidoking doing this. So, I Inferno Overdrive. He's going to be able to get rid of me, but the Chansey's at 6%, and I think Nidoking just does it. Like, it does not care. So that's really why like it's a sort of pseudo stall breaker. We bring out Nidoking now. Oh god, what if this doesn't do 6%? Oh come on, I know I'm paranoid, but there's no way it doesn't do 6%, right? Does 11. We're good. I click Ice Beam here. I'm really glad I hit that Magma Storm, by the way, on Chansey. That's super important for me potentially winning this game. And that does 29%, which means I can safely go for another Ice Beam. Knockout Sableye. Muck comes out. I literally have to go for Earth Power to Assault Vest Muck. Looks like Nidoking 1v1 stall with Heat Ran. I'm really happy about that. Nice. And you know what the great part is? If he brings out Hippo and it has Sand, he can't even double. Like I legitimately go. I legitimately cannot let him double, so I go Greninja right now. So I get up a Spike. Oh no! Why would you go hard Gren? I guess Chansey made sense too. Or why would you go hard Chansey? I got ball to Nidoking on the Clef. As he goes Skarm. Why Skarm over Clef? Like if I started power up punching or high jump kicking. This is bad, man. Like I opened up the door. I can't believe he actually. I should have U-turned, but I got up a Spike because I thought Clef would be the play. Because I thought me being Protean and Gren was really obvious on this type of build. I was wrong. I'm mad I messed that up. I'm really mad I messed it up. All I had to do was U-turn and Chansey was gone and Nidoking just won. Hey, go and give me +1. I'm not gonna high jump kick on your counter. You're probably gonna go Clef at a point too, so. Unaware? Mm-hmm. This is bad, man. What was a pretty simple game became a lot harder because I didn't take into account the fact that he goes 6% Chansey instead of Clef. Because I feel like you could default and get in Chansey on both Tangrowth and Slowbro. So I think I get a Nidoking and just spam attacks while he soft boils up. Like I spam Ice Beam here because this does 24% and it also should 2-hit KO Fizz Def Skarm. That'd be easy 2-hit KO. Not gonna bother doubling, expecting Chansey to want to come out. Especially with Skarm in KO range. Gonna click high jump kick. Still attempt to do this. Please land every high jump kick too. Thank you. I'm gonna click Frustration because like if I crit right there, yeah, my opponent's in a bad spot. Sludge Wave. I wanted to double to Lopunny so badly, but I couldn't bring myself to. I love how Gren is just like just out of range of its attack. It's like legitimately just out of range. Please Protean Ice Beam, it's stab. There you go. Thank you. So now I can hazard stack him, which is what I want. And he doesn't even switch into slow, bro, which is fantastic. Goes Clef. I'm going to start spike stacking you. This game got a lot harder than what I needed to. Like, it really did. Earth Power is protects because I don't need any Earth Powers. And we double the Lopunny on the Chansey. Go back to Nidoking. There we go, Slowbro here. As he goes Chansey. Not risking Ice Beam. Toxic spam. I'm mad at how I'm really mad that Chansey is alive. Like, it was the easiest Nidoking win of my life. Like, it was a really easy Nidoking win. I also wish this thing had knockoff. That'd be really cool. Actually having an attack. Though Clefable's Unaware is really nice in this case. As I can just spam Sludge Bomb. And apparently I have a 100% chance of getting it too, which is really, really cool because I'm negating the wishes. Alright, so we're still opening up that door for Lopunny. I just made this game a lot harder than what it needed to be. Yep, so I go off another Sludge Bomb, it guarantee KOs. Or it doesn't guarantee, but I love how it's Unaware helps me. That's sick. Got another poison. I'm gonna keep throwing off more. Wait, I still have a poison on this mon, right? Okay, we're good. So whether he Seismic tosses me or not, I just get in Lopunny now. Just click high jump kick. Hopefully, I definitely will 2 KO Hippo, and I'll for sure get rid of Clef as well, which is the thing stopping Lopunny. So you are gone. Nice. No longer view. Man, this got a lot longer for no reason. And now any Toxic is going to be there for forever. Pretty much. Any Toxic will be there forever. Going hard Lopunny. And I literally do not have to stay in because I can always go Slowbro because he's Toxic. And as long as I just pressure Hippo with the spikes, we're good. Burning Chansey is annoying for me. This is obviously not what I want, but I don't need Nidoking anymore because Hippowdon gets 2 KO'd, so I just spam this Earth Power until Lopunny can come out and click high jump kick. Ideally not missing, of course. I'm also pretty sure that Hippo goes down to the combination of Power Up Punch plus any other attack I go for. Again, burning it was annoying because it means my opponent can stay in forever. Don't know why I'm Earth Powering over Sludge Waving. I'm like trying to catch Hippo, whereas if Hippo takes any hit, I win the game with Lopunny. I'm still annoyed at myself though, guys. So I should have taken into account my opponent doesn't know my team, right? Hey, thank you for not missing. Good game, dude. Shout out to Lopunny, the GOAT. Shout out to Nidoking too. Hey, land another one. It was Rocky Helmet too. Well, he legitimately cannot win, so it doesn't matter. I'll keep Lopunny alive. Good game, dude. So Nidoking actually like did super well versus Stall, and I'm so sad I messed up because again it would have been a pretty simple game that I had to, and then I had to fight back for as well, unfortunately. But thank you everybody for watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of the Road to Top 10. Was fun using this team, but we got 2 L's, so now we're 27-5, which I don't like. At this point, we should easily be in the 1700s, close to 1800s. But hope you guys all enjoyed. See you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends. Oh, I forgot to end the video. Goodbye, my friends.